the Astro Forecast for the week of August 9th to August 15th. So we are fresh off that beautiful new moon in Leo. This is a fiery time right now. Are you feeling it? I'm super feeling it. So as we start off this week on August 9th, we have a Mercury in conjunct to Pluto. So an in conjunct means it's like a paradox or a riddle. And Mercury is our mind and the way we feel, the way we process our thoughts, and it's our connection to other people. It's the way we interact with the world, really, and our thought processes. It's also our coordination. And Pluto is about death, rebirth, and transformation. And it's in Capricorn, which is about the patriarchy. It is about structure. It is about power and authority that's in our lives. So this Mercury is in Leo, which is a fiery sign. So we're going to feel a little bit fired up. I'm going to say this on Monday. And I feel like this is going to kind of carry through to this week. There's a few Mercury transits this week about the way that we are going to express and the way that we are feeling about things. Now, the moon is where we feel, but Mercury is our thought processes. And it's kind of fired up, right? It wants to be acknowledged. It wants to shine its light. It wants to tell its story. It wants to be heard. A Leo Mercury isn't great at listening. So this is going to be another great week to practice your listening skills. So this is a very serious mindset. It's not time yet for the transformation, but we are kind of thinking about the transformation. So it's almost like you're getting ready to do the thing, right, that you want to do. You want to speak, but there's a limitation on your speaking. You want to express yourself, but there's something that's kind of holding you back, or you're not being acknowledged for what you are saying. So, this is kind of, not sure how to navigate this. Issues might require a little bit of change or flexibility. And you just might be feeling, with these two, Leo is a fixed fire sign and Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, might not be feeling a lot of flexibility around you at this time. So this could be frustrating. And again, feeling like you're not being heard. So I would say pick your battles. Today would be not a great day to speak your truth and be heard. Now, another aspect that's also kind of putting a spin on things for Monday is Venus is opposite to Neptune. So Venus is what we love and value, and it's in Virgo. So this is about being of service and wanting to help people and, daily routines and health habits. And opposite to Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces, this is bringing up healing, things that we need to acknowledge that maybe we haven't been. So this could be even bringing up in our relationships where we've needed to have some healing, or maybe in ourselves, where we need to be of service and we can't be of service until we heal the thing in ourselves. So increased sensitivity, problems with relationships, deception around money or relationships. So be careful on this day. Today would be not a good day to make any major changes with regards to your appearance or investing in your money. A big purchase today, not a great idea. And I would say, not a great idea even for the next kind of few days. So just to hold off on it until later in the week, maybe even Friday or Saturday. And this is also people perceive your acts of service as weakness, or there's a disappointment in love and relationship, and they may take it personally. So although you're trying to help somebody, they're like, get away, or no one asked you for advice. So today is a day where it's a really great day to observe, to listen, and to just witness when people are sitting in their wounds and maybe where your wounding is as well. Tuesday, August 10th, Mercury is going to be opposite Jupiter. So this is grand tales. This is talking out of school. This is gossip. Mercury is in Leo again, so wanting to tell your story, and then you embellish your story. And Jupiter is in Aquarius going, wait a second. You're not being true to humanity. You're not being true to the experience. You're not being true. That's very Aquarian, right? What is true? What is not? And what is perception? Aquarian is a kind of a different perception on things. So this can be details, get in the way, or things get, your big plans. Like you want to have big plans, but the details are just like, oh God, get out of here. Overcommit and over talk. So you might be too talkative, or you talk out of school. Take time to examine the details, and you may stir up controversy because of something that you're questioning or that you are speaking about, it might kind of come across. So this would be a really great day to be careful on social media and the way that you're expressing and who you're expressing it to. Just being very mindful. Again, a really great time to listen. Wednesday, August 11th, Mercury is moving into Virgo. This is a great time because, well, I'm a little biased because I'm a Virgo, but it is in its home sign. So Virgo likes to be, Virgo is very much, sorry, Gemini, Mercury, oh my goodness, Mercury is at home in Gemini and Virgo. That all got mixed up. And so Mercury likes to be, is very much at home in Virgo. And so all these planets that are sort of moving into Virgo, now Venus moved into Virgo, Mercury's moved into Virgo. We're now getting kind of ready for Virgo season to come in, which isn't going to happen until later in the month, but this is kind of the beginnings of that. And this is kind of the amazingness of the zodiac, right? We start to, they're called ingress when the planet moves into another sign. These ingresses start to get us ready and we transition into these new signs as the sun moves into the new sign, ingresses into the next sign in the zodiac. We start to kind of feel like we're not just like dropped in the middle of the ocean, right? We've had some planets that have kind of led the way for us. So with Mercury moving into Virgo, this is a time of being of service, of speaking on healing and helping and daily routines and habits, health habits, anything to do with health, our routines, our working, being of service in some way. So precision in speaking thoughts and processes, analyzing what is useful and practical. Virgos love practicality. They like being organized. They like details for things. See, whereas Leo has the big ideas and pictures, Virgo now puts details to bring that into fruition. So it's really cool when you start to see the, kind of the way that the zodiac evolves into all the other signs to help us kind of round out the parts of ourselves too. So Virgo, this is dealing with details. Don't get lost in the details and don't get perfectionist and overachieving with this Mercury, because that's the downfall with this Mercury in Virgo is to nitpick over details and to be overly practical that you miss out on the fun, right? Leos like to play and have a good time in playing. And then Virgos almost take the fun out of it. I'm a Virgo. So I mean, like, I love the spreadsheet. That's my excitement. And so don't overthink things. That's another thing with Virgo, overthinking. On this day as well, Venus in Virgo is trining to Pluto now. So this is about deep relationships. This is about understanding the parts of us that want to do well or our purpose and wanting to, help the world or even in our own healing. And how can we now come into understanding about that we heal the shadow that allows us to step into those parts of ourselves. So this is investigation. This is clearing out the old strong attraction, intense passion, research in health and wellness regimes. This is can be time to kind of think about good investments in your energy there. It's still that Neptune opposition is still playing out. So I wouldn't really advise for investment at this time, but this is a really great time for investigation. This is about clearing the clutter. 1,000%. So if you get the urge on this day, Wednesday, August 11th, to clear out the clutter in your house or on your desk or on your emails or whatever, go with it. Use it as much as you can. See how excited that made me? Friday, August 13th, Mars is in conjunct Saturn in Aquarius retrograde. And so Mars is also in Virgo at this time. So this is again about, with this in conjunct, again, there's this paradox, this like kind of this kink in the energy. It's not flowing right, it's 150-degree angle. And so you have to go back and finish something that you started. This can be the details to set you up for success. Maybe this is a good time to budget or create a plan of action so that you can move into your responsibilities. So Mars is our action and our motivation, and Saturn is responsibilities and our duties in life and the things that we're sort of meant to do, but kind of bombers, right? And so this is kind of a great time to plan around that. How can we make this work for ourselves? Saturday, August 14th, Venus is in conjunct Jupiter. This is an in conjunct week. This is a kind of a kink in the energy week. Not a kinky week, what a kink in the energy week. So Venus in Virgo in conjunct, almost said kinked, to Jupiter in Aquarius, so it's retrograde. So this is about overextending yourself. So be careful that you don't overextend yourself. This is a Saturday too. So maybe you're like, you're going back to back to back in appointments or going to do things, or maybe you're seeing people and trying to accommodate all the things. You've overextended yourself, overindulging, so much enthusiasm about something, and then you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm actually going to do all that. Taking on too much, you take on other people's responsibilities with this too, because you feel like you want to be so much of service that you're like, let me do that, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm kind of tired, I don't want to do all that. So just be careful not to overdo and overextend. The moon on this day is square to Saturn and opposite Uranus. So this can feel depressive, anxious, and erratic in our energy. So Saturday is kind of not a great day to overcommit yourself, obviously, because you're going to feel stuck with your responsibilities and you're going to feel like you just want to rebel. You just want to break free from all the things you've committed to. So Saturday is a really great day to just have some white space and do whatever makes you happy. The energy is saying it's not going to happen that way, but maybe you can plan to give yourself a little bit more space on that thing. And then Sunday, August 15th, we have the sun in conjunct Neptune. So this is about the way that you feel about yourself in Leo, which is about your talents and your creativity, your self-expression, love, is not flowing well with our spirituality. We're not able to see what things are, what's really happening here. So it almost feels like maybe your talents aren't being acknowledged, or this thing that you have in your heart that you want to do is not finding an outlet. Or you actually might come into understanding, why is it not being finding an outlet? What do you have to do? I almost sort of feel like there's a step here that comes into your awareness that you've got to do one more thing before you can kind of make your talents or make that thing that you want to do or love to do more of a reality for yourself. So this will be a day, where you have to sort of overcome your pride, maybe, or overcome another obstacle that might be in the way to help you really embody your purpose or embody this project that you're trying to, get off the ground. Leo also rules children. So this could be something to do with, your children not working with you on this day. And you're like, what is going on? So it could be a day of frustration where you're like, every time you're trying to do something, you just keep getting blocked and blocked and blocked. And this will be a day to flow and sort of go, okay, if I'm being blocked, this is not the right time for this. And maybe sitting down and being introspective and journaling, what is this trying to tell you? Maybe this trying to tell you something. All right, so this is a week to flow, to just notice the signs and to listen. So wishing you a wonderful week.